Joining me in Edgar Street, Steve Jenkins. How's training been going?
Yeah, the boys have come back in good shape. So obviously the first two sessions up in Harbury, just working on sort of endurance, quite tough for them. And then today then we sort of done a bit of fitness testing, and again as expected, they came out of it very well, and they're all looking pretty strong and fit.
How much do you have to take the temperature into account?
We don't take anything into account. No, of course you do a little bit, and like I say, we done it about 10:30, 11 o'clock, so it was a little bit cooler then, and you could see it. It did affect one or two because it is really hot. But they battled through it, and their attitude to actually complete it was pretty ferocious. So a lot of them did, and they done great.
I remember from last year you tended to do lots of measurements and bleep tests. Have they been going through that again this year?
Yeah, we done one of the bleep tests today. Also, we do like a 30-metre sprint and the Arrowhead agility circuit. Plus, also they've had all their fat tested, their weights and stuff. So they're all, where they should be. So we're in a good spot now. So we'll have another 2 sessions next week, and then obviously the game program starts. So we don't really have that long, but physically they're looking pretty good.
Obviously, urban myth, they don't see a ball for weeks. That's not the case, is it?
No. They had the ball straight away on the Tuesday. So they've had a lot of ball work on them 2 days, but today they didn't because obviously the testing. And again next week now we'll probably look at maybe getting 1 or 2 little 11v11s as well incorporated into the session, just make sure that we're ready for the Saturday.
Are there any niggles in the squad? Are there any injuries that you've got to worry about or cater for over the next few weeks?
Yeah, like I say, we emphasise to the boys that any sort of slight tightness or anything like that, they've got to report it straight away, because there's no need in terms of try and force it and push it, because it's all about maintaining your fitness and trying to get through as many sessions as you can. So we've had one at the minute. I think Callum just felt his hip flexor, so he missed the last 2 sessions. But again, hopefully now by sitting out them 2, he'll be fine on Tuesday, and then he'll continue his programme then from then.
How much difference do you think it will be in the National League North? Because you've been with Hereford now a couple of seasons, worked with Beeds for many years. Is it that much more of a challenge for you?
I think so. You've only got to look at, the teams within that league now. There's a lot of ex-football league clubs. Quite a few teams that are full time. So again, when you look at us, we still part time. So we've got to try and find a way of getting our players up to the fitness of clubs that got them every day. So that's sometimes very difficult. But we've all got our advantages and disadvantages, and we'll prepare like we do, and we'll prepare right, and we'll go into the season really positive and looking to do something.
Obviously, from the cup runs the last few seasons, it's been done on a fairly regular basis, that you've pitted your wits against the opposition well. I guess it's trying to do that on a weekly basis.
No, exactly, and obviously there's quite a few of the squad that have played at that level anyway, so it's not going to be nothing new for them, but there are quite a few that haven't played that level. But I'm sure once they start to get into the sort of early weeks of it, I'm sure they'll grow into it no problem, and I don't envisage them having any problems in terms of settling at that level.
Beeds has been talking about flexibility within the squad, capable of playing in lots of different positions. So tactically, the Hereford fans might see different formations against different opposition.
Yeah, I think so. I think you got to look at the last 2 years, and we knew as long as we are right in terms of mentally going into any game, that we had more than enough quality to go and win that game. Now next year, we might be going to a team that's actually maybe got a stronger squad, stronger starting 11. So we are now going to have to come up with ways, to combat that, and have certain sort of game plans going into each game. So yeah, you might see us some games. Who knows? We might sit and have a low block and sit at the edge of the box and look to counter teams, and that's the beauty of it. So we will go into this season with having more than one way of playing, and that's what we'll be working on now in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Thanks for your time.
All right, no problems.